What is up, warriors? Have you ever grabbed your steel mace, started swinging, and suddenly thought, why does my shoulder feel like it's on fire? Or maybe you already deal with chronic shoulder pain and you're wondering if the steel mace is making things worse or if it's actually helping you. Well, in this video, we're gonna break down what shoulder pain really is and why it shows up, whether steel mace training can be part of the problem or the solution. And I'm just gonna give you some real simple things you can do to train smarter, not harder, both with and without the mace in your hand. So let's talk about shoulder pain the warrior style in this video today. So let's get started with some basics. Not all shoulder pain is the same. And here are some of the most common types that I see as a coach. I see things like muscular overuse or imbalances. I see things like you're training one way too often, pushing and pulling, but something's missing. Maybe you might be stronger on one side or always leading with your dominant arm. I also see a lot of rotator cuff irritation or injury. This normally involves the group of muscles that keep your shoulder stable. And normally this type of pain feels dull or sharp and usually flares up during overhead or rotational movements. I've also seen shoulder impingement. I've been a sucker for this one, and this is when tendons get pinched between bones due to poor positioning or posture. This one feels like a pinching when you're raising your arm up. Then there's shoulder blade movement issues. So basically this means that your shoulder blade isn't gliding or moving the way it should. And this can throw everything off when it comes to steel mace, from how your shoulder feels to how you press, to how you pull, or even how you reach overhead. So when that blade is out of sync, the rest of your shoulder has to kind of pick up for that slack. And then that's when pain shows up, especially around the front and back or even into your neck. So remember, the shoulder is a mobile joint, but that mobility comes at the cost of stability. So if you're already inflamed, if you're already tight, if you're already unbalanced, then your training might poke at those weak spots. And by the way, if you're already thinking, I need help figuring out how to train around this pain, around this shoulder stuff, I made a free one-page cheat sheet just for you. It's called the Steel Mace Shoulder Fix, a quick reference for warriors in pain. It walks you through the pain types, what to avoid, what to do, and how to keep training smarter. So if you're looking for a guide like that, the link is in the description below. Please go ahead and grab it. Now, steel mace training is rotational, it's dynamic, and it challenges your entire body, including your shoulders. So can it hurt your shoulders? I would say absolutely, if you're doing it without awareness, without proper progression, and without a mobility drill around it. But can it also help your shoulders? And I would say yes, if done right. Steel mace training can actually strengthen your shoulder stabilizers, it can improve your mobility, and it can balance out imbalances. So a little confusing, but let's talk about both sides of the coin, because yes, the steel mace can either be your best friend or it can be a little bit of a troublemaker when it comes to shoulder pain. So first, let's talk about the risky side. One of the biggest mistakes I see is going too heavy too fast. I get it. Swinging a mace looks badass, but if your form or skills aren't dialed in yet, especially on movements like the 360 or the 10-2, you're just setting yourself up for more pain. Another thing that sneaks up on people is not using your core or your lats, no lat activation. And the mace isn't just about shoulders, it's a full body tool. But if you're muscling through it with just your arms, your shoulders are going to carry way too much of the load. And let's be honest with ourselves on this one. A lot of us don't balance our training. Too much pushing, not enough pulling, too many wild complexes, not enough stability. It all catches up eventually. Now let's talk about the healing side. When used with intention, the steel mace can actually help you rebuild. Intentional, well-performed complexes, especially the slower controlled ones, force your stabilizers to show up and do their job. Using a lighter mace and focusing on clean, slow reps can bring life back to those small but important muscles around the shoulder joint. And then there's anti-rotational work. That's where the mace really shines. Holding it off center or moving with tension, that kind of training helps build a stronger foundation through your whole core and your whole shoulder system. So it's not about avoiding the steel mace, it's about using it wisely. That's how you turn it into a smart healing tool instead of something that makes things worse. When I have shoulder tightness or rib cage flares from my autoimmune condition, the mace actually helps me reset the way I move. All I do is I go a little lighter and I move a little slower with intention. Warriors, things don't always have to be heavy. You got to listen to your body. So it's all about how you're using the tool. All right, so here's what I want you to do if you're dealing with shoulder pain, whether it just started or it's been hanging around for a while. These are the same steps I take with myself and with clients who don't want to stop training with their Steel Mace, but know they need to be smarter about it. All right, step one, check in with yourself. Where exactly is the pain showing up? Is it that deep, dual ache? Is it a sharp pinch? Maybe a burning tension? And when do you feel it the most? Is it during certain movements or after your workout's done? Getting honest here gives you a clear starting point. No judgment, just observation. And obviously, if it's really bad, always consult your physician or talk to a physical therapist. Step two, don't touch the mace yet. Let's open things up first. Start with a little mobility. I like to keep it simple. Arm circles, shoulder cars, subscapular retractions or protractions to wake things up. Then you can do things like wall angels. Those are great too, even though they're humbling and, some targeted work for the serratus anterior, and those lower traps can make a big difference. This is all about reminding your shoulders how to move well before loading anything, okay? So again, put the mace down and first concentrate on mobility. Heads up, the last part of this video went slightly out of focus, some tech stuff, but the info is still solid, so stick with me till the end, and I promise it will be worth it. I will recommend that there's some great wooden maces out there you can check out that weigh around 3 to 5 pounds. If that's the case, get yourself one. But this isn't the time for hero swings. This is about grip, lat engagement, and connecting your core to your shoulder. So here are some exercises you can try. You can try offset holds that create instability, and that will light up your stabilizer muscles. Pendulum swings can actually feel amazing if your shoulders are feeling stiff and compressed. And even holding the mace in that backswing position feels incredible. For step 4, you can ease into it, but don't rush into it, right? So only train in ranges that feel good. If a position brings on sharp pain, that's your body saying, not today. Stick to clean forms, not just cool looking complexes. And if you're doing corrective work, sneak it in between sets. That stuff really adds up. Step 5 is showing up for your shoulders even on your off days. You can do things like banded external rotations, face pulls, those prone Ys and Ts. Even just holding positions in isometric style can rebuild deep strength. And lastly, don't forget to rest and do breath work. And the reason why I mention rest and breath work is because if your nervous system is fired up, your body will protect itself with tension and pain. And a lot of what you're feeling might not actually be damaged. It might be your body guarding you and protecting you. So give it permission to just chill. And I think I will make a video on this later. Drop a comment if you think I should make it. Just let me know, Victoria. I would love to know more about the nervous system and this stuff with pain. So here's the bottom line. The Steel Mace is a tool. It can either help you move better or reveal where you need to slow down. The Steel Mace shows us our weaknesses and what we need to address, which is a really awesome aspect of using one. So if you're dealing with shoulder pain, don't give up and don't power through it blindly either. Start small, be consistent, and listen to your body every step of the way. With the right approach, you can absolutely train around or even through shoulder pain safely. And again, if you want something to keep on hand, I made a free cheat sheet to go with this video. It's called the Steel Mace Shoulder Fix, and it gives you a quick breakdown of everything I discussed in this video today. You'll find it linked below, so download it, print it, save it, and keep it close. Until then, take care of your body. It's the only one that you've got. I'll see you in the next one. And make sure to subscribe to this channel, to like this video if it was helpful. And again, check out that PDF. It's free.